Our mast has arrived.
So stoked.
Yes, it's been a long 7-month wait for our mast to be made and delivered.
Overall stoked.
Today, it finally arrives, and boy, we couldn't be more
You
excited.
can breathe again.
Weight
but
comes off your shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Being our first time doing something like this, it becomes a huge learning experience joining the two halves together and installing the running rigging and standing rigging. We can finally see our splash date on the horizon.
So the day is finally here. The mast is arriving. I am so stoked. Sorry, Blue's just in the background. We do have this mast coming in as tax-free because we are a yacht in transit. I have to take my boat documents and my passport and do all the paperwork. And after that's done, then it'll come to the yard and we'll start unpacking it. I believe there's a crane that's needed to unpack it. I don't know the whole process, but luckily I have a rigger, RY. He knows everything. So I'm trusting his expertise, I guess you'd call them. Very much looking forward to seeing this brand new mast. It's been 6 months in the making. It was made in Gothenburg in Sweden. I think it's taken 2 months via shipping and probably 6 months in total since we ordered it, maybe even 7 or 8, which is quite a long time. But it's the perfect mast for our boat, so we want to get the boat back to being perfect again.
Hey, Kiddlywinks! Hey, beautiful! Hey, to you too! And the mama? Hey!
Oh, someone's waking up.
How are you feeling this morning, darling?
Fairly good. I'm excited about the mast. We ordered a pram yesterday, a twin pram, and I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna try out that one for the first time. So we're gonna all go down and see the mast. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about having a shower at some point today. Stay tuned for that.
You don't have much time to yourself now, do you?
No.
You're pretty flat out.
But it's all good. Exciting about the boat. It's coming together.
So, here it is. 40-foot shipping container on a truck. We just cleared customs. Master's in the yard, so stoked. My rigger's he's just at lunch, so he's gonna be back here very shortly, and we'll start hopefully unloading it. I think they're gonna have to bring in a crane, so yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Our captain is currently checking in the mast. Very exciting. I know, right? And we are gonna go down soon to see it arrive at the marina near the boat, and we're very excited, all of us, you know. So it's gonna be really good, and hopefully it's gonna fit. What do you guys think? So we have rented this other apartment here in Malaysia in the boatyard, and we're literally 2 minutes away, same building as we were in before. And this is basically where we spend our days. It's a lot of talking, yes, a lot of shitting, a lot of feeding, yes, a lot of smiles, which is amazing. It's very rewarding. But it's full on, so I have to be here, unfortunately, and can't help out with the boat as much as I want to. It's very hot outside as well, and like we said before, we're easing them into the Malaysian heat. But yeah, this is pretty much what our days look like. I'm very excited to take them out in this beautiful new pram that we have, so I can take them myself. The thing with twins is that I always need someone to help me when they're this small. I always need someone to help me with carrying them.
good, are we?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Okay. So we're just about to pull this mast out. I've been told that we're going to do it by hand. We've got about 6 or 8 guys, I think, so it's going to be interesting.
The mast company we went with is called Selden, or as my partner likes to remind me, in Swedish it's Selden. Their HQ is in Gothenburg, Sweden, with also a large factory in France. They are one of the major mast manufacturers in the world. Selden produces well over 1,000 masts a year, catering from dinghies all the way up to 80-foot yachts. We knew Selden had made a mast for our Amel Supermamaru before. We thought it would be perfect to go with them for our boat.
This.
Darling, I give you your new mast. And your new mast. And your new mast.
It's not small, hey? Wow. Nice.
Oh, some happy kitties! There's some happy kitties! Arr. It looks fantastic.
Yeah? Happy?
We lifted it out with about 7 or 8 guys, just by hand.
Okay.
I've gone to the top of the mast and it's looking great. All the Radamelia halyards, because on the first boat we didn't have any halyards, and this mast is going to have plenty of halyards, which is good. The rigger did point out a few things. We don't have any bolts for the mast step, so we're going to have to source those, which is fine, it's not a problem. But the main thing which he did say, which concerns me, is this sleeve. So this is where the other side of the mast joins on, and the rigger said he normally has 500 mil of sleeve, where at the moment it's only 150. Selden are putting their name to this, so I have to assume that they know what they're doing, because this is exactly how it's meant to be. But it's a little bit concerning just to hear the rigger say it's a little bit short, especially because, you know, this is where all the strength is when it's joined. So I'll go back to Selden and just have a chat with them and make sure that they're okay with it's only 150 mil. 150 million and 150 million, so like a 300 mil join. It's the rigger thought it was a bit short. I've never done this before, so I don't know.
We finally got our mast.
Overall stoked. Overall so stoked. It's looking really good. Everything we believe is being delivered. They haven't missed anything, and I mean, it's just looking fantastic.
I just have to say it feels really nice. I mean, we're waiting for this for a very long time, and we've done bits and pieces with the boat for 6 months, and now I'm finally getting the mast. I don't know if it finally looks like a boat again. Ordering some sails and put the engine in at some stage. No, it feels really, really good. This was a major headache for us, the mast, and it's really nice to finally have it here.
I want to say that it's when you're stuck on the hard for so long, you kind of lose sight of like ever getting back into the water.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is a big milestone. Getting this in, this is the one thing that was really stopping us from getting back in the water, is this mast. So it's like we can see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Any yachties will know, like, as soon as you're in the water, you can breathe again. It sounds very strange.
The weight
but
comes off your shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, one step in the right direction, a huge step in the right direction.
So one of the jobs which haven't been done by the fiberglasses is some structural damage. It's kind of hard to see, so I can understand how they might have forgot about it. But this morning he says he's going to come and fix it, which is really good. It's probably the most critical thing to be fixed of the entire boat because it is structural. We have a bulkhead which runs behind our kitchen the whole length of the boat, and it's just torn off at the very top. You can see this is the bulkhead here, and it runs up the side of the boat, and then it's completely cracked, you know, a good 20 centimeters. It's not good. So this is the other side here, and you can see it's kind of cracked along the bulkhead itself. So that's got to be repaired, and it's also got to be repaired in here in a big way. Jeez, it is middle of the afternoon now, about 2 p.m. They're all finished. Really remarkably quick, and from what I can see, they've done a fantastic job, and I'm really happy. It looks super solid and also looks clean too, surprisingly. I just said, you know, lay it on there. I don't care how it looks, just make it strong. And they've done a pretty remarkable job. Beautiful, beautiful work. So I talked to my... There's my hat. So I talked to my rigger yesterday, and we have 3 chain plates on the starboard side of the boat, which used to be connected to the main mast. During the accident, when the mast came down, there was such a strain put on these chain plates that they are now bent. I have known about it for a little bit. I consulted with the rigger yesterday, and he basically said they are way off, completely way off, and they might need to be replaced. So today's mission is to try and remove them. There is a little bit of a hiccup because the chain plate bolts are covered by this kind of protection which I need to remove. If I can't remove it, I'll have to cut it off. It's great because when the boat got hit, actually this fiberglass little protection thing actually took most of the brunt, which was great, and it was quite easy to repair for the fiberglasses. But right now I got to dismantle it to try and get at these bolts. So you can see here, this is what I was talking about. It needs to pop off, I believe. Just going to try it now, see how we go. That's one that needs to be replaced. This here, you can see how it kind of bends over. Not good. And we got one here as well. Alright, so the whole thing's coming out a lot more easy than I would actually originally thought it would. You have a solid base and a solid side, and then there's this top section which is just rubber, and you can kind of pull it out. I'll show you what I mean. Under here is completely solid. This side is solid, 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 solid. And then you kind of get to the top, and this is all rubber. And it's pulled out quite easily. As you can see, I've pulled that out. And right in there, if the camera will focus, are the bolts for the chain plate. So I'm going to try and take those out now. Alright, so my chain plate bolts. So here's one, there's 2 more there and there. This socket's already attached to one which I've put in. So I'm just gonna try now and see if I can remove it. Okay, so all the bolts are out. It's about 2 hours later. It was a bloomin' mission. I am really, really hot. It's the middle of the day now, and this chain plate should, fingers crossed, just come off. You see the holes there. There's another one there and another one, and there's one above. There's one like up here which I had to get to. Mission. Okay. So I'll just take this bolt out, and then the rest of it should knock off. So there it is. That should be straight, and you can see the bend. Oh man, happy days. That makes me very happy. I can now take this part to the stainless steel welder, and he can make me up a new one.
and that will ensure that when the mast goes up, we can put it straight onto the chain plate, and it's going to be secure. Happy days.
Today was joining day, and this process can be a little more difficult than you think. With our mast, the join was so tight that even with 2 people pushing from either end, it wouldn't budge.
So it's not really fitting perfectly. Hammers have come out. Makes the captain a bit nervous.
After the hammer was used to bring it slowly together, the 2 halves were joined as one. After that, we started feeding in the running rigging and eventually standing rigging, so the mast was just about complete. Now the job has to be put on hold until we receive the new chain plates from the Boilermaker. Once installed, we can measure and swage the standing rigging.
We've run through our stays on both sides, so we've got 2 stays coming from the top of the mast and 2 stays coming from about 3/4 down, and it's looking good so far. We've run our running rigging, also looking good. It's just the middle of the day and it is like super hot, so hot.
Look who's come down to the work site. Hey! Arr!
Hey!
Arr! Future sailors.
Came to inspect the work, you know?
How are you
See
going?
that you're doing it properly.
How are you going, darling?
Yeah, good. Having my hands full with these 2 up in the apartment. We needed to go out for a little explore, see how you guys are going. But it's really nice to see. It's huge.
It's big, isn't it?
Really big. The width of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Happy
nice.
days.
Yeah.
Happy days.
If you want to get access to Patreon-only videos while also supporting us in a big way, please become a patron of Sailing Merriweather by clicking the link in the description. You'll be supporting us in making these videos the best they can be.